Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing the Ride or Die makeup tag and I'm so excited to do it because so many of you have requested me to do it and I didn't realize it was such a wanted video. I know that Jaclyn Hill started it. I watched it when she first uploaded it and I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. I wouldn't have even thought about doing that. It's basically, if you don't know what it is, it's basically me or whatever beauty guru it is talking about a full face of makeup, each product, which one is their most favorite product, like their most favorite foundation, most favorite concealer, on and on and on. Did that make sense? I feel like I just totally rambled throughout that entire sentence. But yeah, I'm just gonna be telling you my favorite all-time products. So let's get started. Before we get started, if you are wondering if I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial on this, heck yes, I already pre-recorded it and it's gonna be up in a couple days. It will be up on Friday. I always upload on Tuesdays and Fridays, and yeah, that will be the next video, so keep an eye out for that video. So first I'm going to start off with primer, and this was kind of hard for me. Actually, all of these products were a little bit hard for me, but the primer I had to kind of sit and think about because I have a couple of primers that I really love, but I came to a conclusion and I decided that the Too Faced Hangover Primer is my all-time favorite primer. I don't think I've loved a primer as much as I've loved this one. When I first got it, I tried it out. I was a little bit skeptical because it is kind of sticky and almost looks very dewy on the face, so I was a little bit nervous. But when you rub it into your face, it gives a very tacky feel and it just really sucks in that foundation and locks it in for the rest of the day. And also it's very good for dry skin. I don't know if I would recommend it if you're very oily. I am combination skin and this works fantastic on me. It keeps my dry patches moisturized, but it keeps my oily areas under control. And for foundation, this was very easy for me to decide because ever since I got this a long time ago, I have been completely in love with it and it is always the one I grab towards. I remember when I first got it, I constantly used it in all my tutorials and you guys were getting really annoyed with me. So I had to like force myself to use other foundations. But the foundation is the Too Faced Born This Way. Don't worry, not everything is Too Faced. There are a couple more Too Faced products, but not everything is Too Faced. The Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Pearl, I have only purchased the color Pearl, and this is what my shade is without any tan or fake tanner or, you know, it's just my normal skin tone. I think it's the second lightest shade, so that is how fair I am. But the thing I like about this is it's not full coverage. I am not a full coverage gal. If you are into full coverage, this is not the foundation for you, I will be honest. This says medium to full coverage. I don't know if it could ever be full coverage, just being honest. It is a medium coverage. I love it because it evens out my skin tone, but it doesn't feel too heavy. It feels like moisturizer, especially when you put on powder on afterward and then you set your face with setting spray. It's the best foundation I've ever used and nothing has ever looked as natural on my skin as this foundation. And for concealer, this was actually very tough for me. I have only been using this concealer for a little bit, but it is one of the best concealers I have ever used. It is so full coverage, but it's not too, it doesn't feel too heavy or too sticky or cakey. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and color that I like to use for highlighting is light, and I usually only use concealers for highlighting. I will cover up blemishes if I have any. Nothing covers up dark circles and blemishes as good as this concealer. I've never worked with such full coverage highlighting concealer. And when I say highlighting concealer, I mean, when I'm covering up my blemishes, I really like to use thicker concealers, like the ones that you squeeze out of a tube and they feel kind of sticky. Those are what I use for my like really bad blemishes, but honestly, this compares to those. Like this has such high coverage and it's a big tube. Like this will last you so long. So yeah, I love the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Now for powder, I feel like some of you are gonna be like, really? But I feel like some of you probably know this is gonna be coming into this video. My favorite powder, this is gonna seem really weird, my favorite powder of all time for such a long time is the Wet n Wild Coverall powder. It is so completely used up, I need to get a new one, but I use the color Fair. I use this for baking and setting the entire face. I don't know what it is about this powder. My face never fails to stay perfect when I use it. I use it when I'm doing very light makeup, and I use it when I'm doing very heavy makeup, like right now. I just love this powder so much. There's zero flashback, and they have a very good variety of colors in this. I'm pretty sure. The last time I went and bought this, the powders ranged from super light to really dark, which is what I love about that. And some people have complained that this is a little bit chalky. I don't get that at all. Yeah, zero flashback is what I love about it, and it just really sets the face very nicely and gives it a nice smooth canvas for your bronzer and your blush and highlight. Now for bronzer, I got this product actually not too long ago, but ever since I got it, I have been completely in love with it. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. First things first, this bronzer smells so good. Every time I use it in a tutorial, I'm always raving about how it smells, and you all are like, okay, we get it, nobody cares. But it smells like a tropical island. It smells kind of like a pina colada, kind of coconutty. Besides that, sorry, I get really worked up over the smell of this bronzer. It is so subtle. I love it for when I am not tanned. I believe there are two shades in this. This is the lighter one, and then there's a darker one. I use the lighter one. It's so subtle. I hate it when bronzers are just too dark and too orange. This is a very ashy toned bronzer, and it kind of has a little bit, there's no glitters in it or anything, or like sparkles, but it has a very nice sheen to it. It's not completely matte, but it makes you look very glowy, and that is what I love about it. I love matte bronzers, don't get me wrong, but there's something so unique about this bronzer that you kind of have to see in person. It wouldn't show up on camera, but it's so naturally dewy and glowy. Now for blush, I didn't have to second guess this at all. I've been a fan of this ever since I got it, and it has been my go-to blush every single day. Every single time I do a tutorial, I want to use it, but I stop myself because I use it in so many different tutorials. It is the Balm Down Boy blush. I just love this blush so much. It's such a classic pink blush, and I am wearing it today. It just blends so nicely. You can literally use it with any brush, and it just goes on your face so effortlessly. There's never patches, never blotchiness or anything like that, and it's such a pretty classic pink. I feel it could work for anybody, and it's matte also, which is what I love. I don't really like it when blushes are shimmery or glowy. Sometimes I use glowy blushes, but my favorites are matte blushes because that looks the most natural. Now for highlight. This was tough. I must admit, this one was one of the toughest ones that I had to choose. I have so many highlighters that I freaking love so much, but there's this one highlighter that I seem to always be falling in love with every single time that I use it. I never get tired of it. It's very wearable, but you can also build it up to where it can be super like seen from outer space highlight, the whole trending extreme highlight going on right now, and that is the Mary Luminizer highlight. This little baby, I did hit pan on it a while ago, but I use this for all of my brides when I do weddings, and I use it every single day when I am just wearing simple and natural makeup. I find that it is a very nice champagne-y color, but it's not too dark and it's not too light. It just blends in with my skin very well, and it's not chunky glitters or anything like that. It's almost like a nice sheen. It looks very natural, and you can also build it up with each layer so that it's like ba-bam in your face, or you can wear it one layer and it'll be just like a nice glow, if you know what I mean. Now for eyes. Actually, let's do eyebrows. Now for eyebrows, I'm sure you guys could have probably guessed this if you keep up with my tutorials at all, but my favorite brow product ever is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in taupe. In the tutorial that I do, this one is actually brunette because I just ran out of my taupe color, and I actually have a full video talking about the Micro Brow Pencil in my last updated brow routine if you guys want to go check that out if you're like interested in how I do my brows and why I love this pencil so much. I will link that down below. But this pencil is just so awesome because it is a micro brow pencil. The pencil is very, very thin, which is what I love so much about it. It's so easy to use and so easy to create faux hairs, and it makes your eyebrows look very, very natural. My eyebrows are a lot darker than what they normally are because I did use brunette, but I figured it's fine because my roots are like super dark right now. Excuse me. But I love this pencil. It stays on forever and it's just so easy to work with, and it comes with a spoolie, which is a must for me with brow pencils. Now for eyelid primer. This was pretty simple for me because I always use this eyelid primer every time I use a primer, and it is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, the 24-hour anti-crease primer. This is a godsend. I will tell you that right now. What I like to do is put a little bit of it on my lid and then pat some powder over it and then put my eyeshadow on, and your eyeshadow will literally last for years. I swear to God, this is like the best eyelid primer that I've ever used. I do get oily eyelids just like every single one of you out there, and this just makes life easier. Now for eyeshadow. This was probably the hardest to choose from, I would say, but I did come to a conclusion and I decided that my favorite eyeshadows are Makeup Geek. Now, first I would just like to say that I got my first Makeup Geek eyeshadows only a couple weeks ago. I'm very embarrassed. But the reason that they are my favorites right now, why they overrule any other eyeshadow that I've ever used, is they are extremely, extremely affordable, and the pigmentation and the blendability, we're using just really big words right now, the blendability in these eyeshadows is insane, okay? It is insane. I got so many eyeshadows a while ago. They did send me eyeshadows, but this is a completely honest review, or not really a review, but just what I'm saying is very honest. I wouldn't put these in my ride or die makeup tag if I didn't love them. The matte shadows are so easy to blend out, and they have duochrome eyeshadows, which mostly are in this palette, are completely amazing. You will see in a tutorial that I'll post on Friday why they are amazing. Oh my god, I love them so, so, so much. They're so easy to work with, and you will see why in the upcoming tutorial. Now for eyeliner, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a ride or die black pencil eyeliner that you put in like your inner waterline and stuff like that. I've never really found a black eyeliner that I absolutely love so, so much. But the one I've been using lately like crazy is the Makeup Geek Full Spectrum Eyeliner Pencil in black. This is really, really good. It is super black, super creamy, and it does last for a long time. There's nothing like extremely special about it. It's just what I've been using lately, and it is affordable. But honestly, if you go to the drugstore and pick up a black eyeliner pencil, I'm sure any of them are comparable to the ones like this. And for liquid liner, I'm sure all of you know what's about to come. This was not hard for me at all. I immediately grabbed this eyeliner and I was like, you know it. But my favorite liquid or felt tip liner is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper, and this is my all-time ride or die liquid liner. Some people say that this isn't completely like 100% black on them and it's kind of transparent. I don't know why, because this is like a dream on myself. It lasts for so long and it is so easy to use. The pen is actually, I don't know if it's felt tip or if it's like brushes, but it points like a felt tip and it bends like a felt tip, but it's so easy to use. It's so black and I use it every single day, and it lasts me for so long, like no joke. This is so worth the money. I think it's probably, I can't remember how much it is, either $22, $21 or $20 to $24 range, but it's so worth it because it lasts for so long and it never comes off of me. It stays on forever, especially with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. This is my favorite liquid liner. Now for mascara, this is kind of a hard one for me because I don't have an extremely like favorite eyeliner, or an extremely favorite mascara, but the one that I have been using like crazy lately, and it kind of resembles the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, which was my all-time favorite mascara, but I don't use that anymore because they're not fully cruelty-free. I found the Balm the Mad Lash Mascara, and it is shaped like the Roller Lash. I'm gonna be honest, it's not as good as the Roller Lash, but this stuff is awesome. It is pitch black, and it keeps my eyelashes curled, and it makes them super, super long, super luscious, and I just really, really like it. And then for lower lashes, I do have a lower lash mascara that I want you guys to go pick up as soon as I say it. This is the best lower lash mascara I've ever used in my entire life, and it's affordable, and it's, I don't know if it's drugstore because I think Pixie is only sold at Target, maybe? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do consider it drugstore if it is from Target. I don't know why. I just always consider it Target drugstore. But this is the Pixie by Petra Lower Lash Mascara, and guys, I cannot rave about this enough. It is so, so good for the lower lashes. It makes them so long and so voluminous and luscious. I'm tongue twisted over my words because I love it so much, but you'll have to see in the tutorial when I put it on, it just makes sense, you know? It just makes sense to have a lower lash mascara because we're always all complaining about how mascaras always get on our lower lid because the wands are too big. Get a lower lash mascara. Get this one because it is freaking magical. Okay. Now for eyelashes, I didn't really have a hard time with this because I always reach for the same eyelashes over and over again, and that is the Iris Beauty Lashes in Empress. These are such a classic eyelash. They're not too dramatic, they're not too little, but they just add a little extra oomph to your eyelashes. I am wearing them right now, and they're just, what I love about them is they're not overdone, but they feel so comfortable on the lid. The band is a little bit thick, but it's really, really bendy and easy to work with, and I just really love these. I always find myself reaching for them, and they're just always so easy to use. Then for lash glue, I know that this is probably weird to put in, but lash glue, I'm gonna have to go with the Tarte Pro Black Lash Glue. I just got this not too long ago, but this stuff is amazing. It is pitch black, like pitch black, and it dries very quickly, and it's super, super sticky, and it keeps your lashes on like no other. I love it so much. I don't think I will ever use another lash glue. Now for lips. I'm going to talk about my favorite lip liner, lipstick, and liquid lipstick, and these were kind of hard to choose, I'm gonna be honest, just because I feel like there's so many different brands of lipsticks that I love, and so many different brands of liquid lipsticks that I love, but I had to come to a conclusion, and I decided that the lip liner that I absolutely love is the NYX lip liners, the pencil ones or the retractable ones. Any NYX lip liners are so awesome because they're extremely affordable, very, very pigmented, and they stay on your lips better than high-end makeup lip liners, I find. Like the Kylie Jenner lip liners, they're pigmented and they're creamy, but they don't stay on that well. I find that NYX lip liners stay on the best that I have personally tried, and they're very affordable. Now for lipsticks, this was kind of confusing to me because I've used so many different lipsticks, and honestly, lipsticks aren't my favorite thing to wear. Just because they aren't liquid lipsticks, they don't stay on forever, and I don't really use them that much. I do really, really love this one brand. It is the Gerard Cosmetics lipsticks, and they are, first of all, the packaging is really, really cute. The lipsticks, what I just love about them is they are extremely pigmented and very, very creamy. They're just so pretty on the lips, and they make your lips look very juicy, and they have such a wide variety of colors. Just really, really love them. I honestly don't really wear normal lipsticks that often because I am so attached to liquid lipsticks, but you get where I'm going. Now for liquid lipsticks. Boy, oh boy, this was a hard one to do. I have so many favorite liquid lipsticks that I wanted to choose, but I had to go with with the longest lasting liquid lipstick that I own, and that is the Beauty Bakery lip whips. These are called lip whips, and Beauty Bakery is kind of a smaller company, but they're known for their extremely long wearing liquid lipsticks. I'm wearing Beauty Bakery lip whip right now in Versailles. No joke, these do not come off unless you like use extremely tough oil. They will stay on forever. I've never used such a long wearing liquid lipstick before. Guys, they're so worth it. Like, if you want a liquid lipstick that will stay on throughout the whole day, I highly recommend Beauty Bakery lip whips because they're just so long wearing. The one thing that I don't like about them though is that they are kind of sticky on the outsides, just a little bit. Like, they don't feel completely dry on your lips, which I feel kind of helps with the moisture of your lips, but it is kind of a weird sensation to have your lips stick together a little bit. Personally, that doesn't really bother me that much because, I don't know, I don't really mind having things on my lips, but some people are very, very worried and weird about that. So just keep that in mind. They can be a little bit tacky on your lips once they dry, but honestly, I feel like the long wearing liquid lipstick, like how long it lasts, is totally worth it. And my last product of this video, I feel like this is gonna be such a long video, but my last product is my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and this stuff is my baby. I've gone through probably 4 different bottles of this ever since I tried it out last year. I go through these things so fast because I love them so much. The thing I love about this is that it just makes all the powder on your face kind of come together and just make it look very natural, but it helps to make your makeup last even longer. And I honestly love the smell of this, and I feel like it just kind of adds to putting on a full face and then setting it with setting spray. It just feels very satisfying. That sounds dumb or not. Sorry if that sounds dumb. But that is my ride or die makeup tag video. I covered everything, I think, everything that I am completely in love with right now. I just feel very comfortable with all these products on my face. I know that they're gonna last me all night and that they're just going to look fantastic no matter what I do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget that the makeup tutorial for this look will be out in a couple days on Friday, and I love you guys so much. Hope you liked the video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!